man Beastie Combs works hard on his power rankings. My man puts them out every Tuesday. He puts in the work. He watches the games, and he's like, hey, this team is performing better. This team is doing worse. I got to bump this team up, but I like this team, but they're not. He does all of that each and every Tuesday. He does not look at anybody else's power rankings like, oh, I'm just going to copy CBS like other people do. Well, I'm just going to copy NFL Network like some people do. Some people that you follow on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, this is exactly what they do, but they just make it their own. We don't do that on Man Hour whatsoever. But my man Beastie Combs, this week, his power rankings, my God. Let me pull up the text that he sent me at like 6 o'clock this morning. Coming in number 10, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, I see they're doing well. They are 2-1. They beat a Chargers team, which Combsy still has at number 5. What? Come on, Combsy. I mean, I get it. They have potential, but right now, they are not a very good team. Let's just be flat honest about it. And then number 9 is the Green Bay Packers. Okay. They did beat the Bucs. They were in the power rankings. Week 1, he had them in there. So, hey, we got to slot them back in there. Packers are a good team. But this is when I start scratching my head. Not a little bit, but a lot. Minnesota Vikings? Come on, man. If you are putting no stock in the Detroit Lions whatsoever, so when they barely squeak by, when the Minnesota Vikings barely squeak by versus the Detroit Lions, come on. But whatever. Number 7, Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I can see that. Rams, okay, right. But Chargers, come on, man. Get that crap out of here. Eagles, definitely a top 5 team. But the Miami Dolphins? What? Okay, they did beat the number 1 team. Hobbled, but they did beat them. Okay, so we got to put them in the top 10. But then your 1 and number 2 teams both lost. Number 1, the Buffalo Bills, and number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. What in God's green gracious do you still think they're number 1, number 2 team in the NFL? Micah Hyde is a huge loss for the Buffalo Bills. It is worry head on Sunday versus the Miami Dolphins. But hey, he has the Miami Dolphins at number 3. So Beastie's Power Combs rankings. You guys are not following us on Instagram or Twitter, you should. ManHour_sports, or you can all follow me at Twitter at ManHour_Buck. And every Tuesday morning, we give you guys top 10s, real top 10s. Not this manufactured computer crap. But man, Beastie does good work. But these power rankings, Jaguars, Dolphins, Chargers, Vikings, all up there? Come on, Combsy. Do better. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzz beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
Let it build. Hit that snare. Hit the drums. Here we go. Ready? What is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhatcher here with the Man Hour. Head over to manhourradio.com and check out the blog section. Please do that. Subscribe to that blog. We dropping blogs, new blogs every day, at least 3 a day. Get over there and read some good information from our Chase, from Andrew, from my man Tabai. We got a lot of great writers over there, guys, so tune in, check it out. manhourradio.com/blog section. And of course, support the show right here. You can do it absolutely free at youtube.com/manhour or any podcast format you're listening to. Simply hit the like button, leave a ranking, and share it with a couple friends. Sharing is caring, and that's exactly what we need you to do. We need you to do right now, right here, right now. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're listening to us on podcast form, boom, hit that 5-star ranking and give us an honest review. Working my butt out, guys, to trying to grow this show, and I need some feedback. We are 9 subscribers, guys. 9. Single digits away from the 2,000 mark right here on youtube.com/ManHour. So if you have not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We upload clips. And of course, we are live 5 times a week right here on youtube.com/ManHour. Also, huge shout out to 313 The Flash. Next week, guys, we'll be doing an Instagram live with them. I believe it's Tuesday at 6 a.m. So if you're up bright and early, pop on in. Say what's up. I'll be live on IG. Shooting the shit, selling some merch, living the freaking dream over there. So what is up to everybody tonight? Tonight is Tuesday. If and then Tuesday night here. If you guys do not know what if and then is, take you back to 5th grade science. We have a hypotenuse, right? Or hypothesis, I should say, not hypotenuse. A hypotenuse, what is a hypotenuse? I don't know what a hypotenuse is, but a hypothesis, right? If this and this and this happens, or if I do this, this, and this, and then this will happen. And that's exactly what we do. We jumped in the trash talk groups, and I was seeing what people are talking about, and I conjure up some if and then statements. We got 5 right here tonight. We got 5 locked and loaded. If you guys got an if and then statement, pop it up in the chat. I'll get to it if I have time tonight. I'm kind of crunched on time. I got to get my tux and everything else before it closes at 10 o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock right now. So if you guys are here, say, hey, what's up? But let's get started. If and then of the night. We talked about Combs' power rankings. Speaking of power, Dak Prescott apparently has a lot of power in Dallas. As you guys know, he broke his thumb week 1 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They ultimately ended up losing that game. Since then, Cooper Rush has kind of been on tear. He is undefeated as a starter, 2-0 on this 2022 season. Not bad performances. They beat the Bengals, and they beat the Giants for their South Line on Monday Night Football. So I feel that Dak Prescott is kind of feeling the pressure a little bit. And Dak Prescott says he is eyeing a return come week 4 or week 5. If he had it his way, he'll be playing week 4. If you guys saw the pregame on Monday night, Dak was throwing the ball pretty well. He was breaking a sweat and, looking somewhat healthy, right? So, the if and then question of the day. If Dak Prescott rushes back and isn't 100%, then what? If Dak Prescott rushes back and is not 100%, this is a typical Dallas Cowboy thing, right? Because we heard Jerry Jones say last week that he wants a quarterback controversy almost in Dallas. What is he going to get? He is going to rush Dak Prescott back because Cooper Rush is playing well. I mean, obviously they're professional athletes, right? So when you lose your job, you kind of get that, right? Dak Prescott obviously doesn't want to lose his job whatsoever, so he's going to rush back. Jerry Jones messed up there because if Dak Prescott rushes back and isn't 100%, he will not be 100% for the whole year. Let's just be flat out honest about it. And next week, they play the Washington Commanders. Week 4, they play the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are not very good this year. I think the Dallas Cowboys can stay at home. Cooper Rush can man the ship for one more week and be just fine. Get him 100% healthy versus that week 5 matchup when you travel to LA to take on the Rams. That's the game that Dak Prescott should be eyeing, not this week 4 game versus the Commanders. Yes, I know it's a division game and this, and he wants to come back and play, improve, and all. Slow it down, my man. Slow it down. So if Dak Prescott comes back and isn't 100%, then he will never be 100% for the rest of the 2022 NFL season. There's just no way is going to happen. Because the Washington Commanders defense is pretty good. Their front 7 is probably a top 5, even though they aren't performing at it right now. They are still there. They still got Chase Young and all those boys, right? They are still a good defense. Then the following week, if you're not healthy, then you maybe get a couple bruises, lumps in there. Then you could travel to the Rams and play Aaron Donald and who else is on that defensive line? Leonard. And it's a recipe for disaster. So Dak Prescott, take a deep breath. Somebody put the leash on your boy and say, hey, we got this for one more week. Your job is safe. Mike McCarty and Kellen Moore need to pat him on his back, put the kid gloves on him and say, hey, this is your job. You're not going to lose it. This is no Tom Brady 2.0 crap, yada, yada, yada. Cooper Rush can be playing out of his mind, 500 yards passing, blowing teams out of the water. It doesn't matter. This is Dak Prescott's team, and he needs to know it. And Mike McCarty and Kellen Moore need to pat him on his back and say, it's okay, man. It's okay. Don't do it, Dak. Do not rush back. Do not push yourself in that situation to where there is a quarterback controversy. Because if Dak Prescott does rush back and he is not 100%, say he's 70%, it's his thumb on his throwing hand. He's going to have trouble throwing the ball if he's not 100%. Then, let's say Dak Prescott loses to the Commanders. Let's say he loses to the Rams as well. Then you get a quarterback controversy. Well, Cooper Rush is 2-0 in the season. Dak Prescott's 0-3. Do we want that? Not if you're a Cowboys fan. Rest of the NFL, yes. You absolutely want that because that's the only way the Dallas Cowboys will shoot themselves in the foot by not going to the Super Bowl is having a quarterback controversy. And the rest of the NFL does not want the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Why do not we want the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl? Because they are the most annoying fan base in all of sports. Hands down, they are the most annoying fan base in all of sports. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Alpha Rob says, but when Dak comes back and doesn't play good, the noise will start. You're absolutely right there, Alpha Rob. I think I said that in like a roundabout way. Yeah. He has to play good, right? I mean, he has to. Myles Garrett was in a car wreck on Monday afternoon, rolled his Porsche several times in a single car wreck. Him and the female passenger were transported to the local hospital. Today, Myles Garrett was released from the hospital with a shoulder strain, bicep strain, and a tricep strain. Basically, he has a sore shoulder from the seatbelt or whatever, right? Myles Garrett is a very intimate part of this Cleveland Browns defense. And right now, that's exactly what the Cleveland Browns have been relying on the first 3 weeks of the season is their defense. They have been holding teams under 20-ish points, right? But with the backup quarterback situation that they have and all the offensive controversy, the yada, yada, yada. So, if Myles Garrett cannot play on Sunday, then what? Then the Cleveland Browns will be perfectly okay for 1 week. They travel to Atlanta to play a Falcons team that's kind of under the radar, really bad-ish team, right? Yes, I know they squeaked out a win versus the not very good Seattle Seahawks, but let's just be honest. The Falcons are a bad team. They probably won't get more than 5 wins in this season. So I think the Cleveland Browns can miss Myles Garrett for 1 game and kind of let him get back to his 100% crazy-ass self, right? Helmet smashing dude, right? But then we have to look on beyond that point, right? They play the Chargers, Patriots, and Ravens and Bengals all back-to-back weeks. All games you need Myles Garrett. So, if I am Kevin Stefanski or the defensive coordinator, I don't know who the defensive coordinator is. I'm not a huge Browns connoisseur. But I would say, Myles Garrett, you are only playing if you are absolutely 100% because I need you versus the Chargers. I need you versus the Patriots. I need you versus the Ravens and Bengals. Screw the Falcons. If the Falcons beat us running the ball, kudos to them. Kudos to them. Because we're going to force them to pass the ball because Marcus Mariota can't pass the ball. He's much like Lamar Jackson. Pretty good at improvising, but when you let him sit there and pass the ball down the field, not very good. So, Myles Garrett, if you, just like the Dak Prescott we just talked about, if you are not 150% healthy going into this game, you are sitting out. or you're playing a very limited role. 15, 20 snaps, third and long, that's it. Go get the quarterback. I don't want you wrong arming blocks. I don't want you taking on double teams doing this. I don't want that. I need that next week. Need it next week. Man, these allergies have been kicking my ass. Sheesh. If you guys are watching this over here on youtube.com/ManHour, there's a poll question going on. Do you like chicken? It's cut and dry. I'm not talking like frog legs chicken or possum chicken. I'm talking like chicken. I know everything tastes like chicken, but do you like chicken? Like chicken legs, chicken wings, chicken thighs, chicken breasts. I do love me some chicken breast. Ooh, give me some of that white meat. Big on my mouth. That was my turkey and like motorboat in the breast. It is what it is. It is what it is. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have officially moved practice to Miami in preparation for Hurricane Ian coming in and wrecking Tampa Bay. My man Wyatt Williams is down there along with Nana. Hopefully they are safe. They just watched the Packers beat the Bucs. But like I said, the Bucs are moving practice to Miami, and Tom Brady says there is no excuse for this whatsoever. We're still preparing for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're still going to do this, and this. We are still going to love life and be good, right? But there's always that but. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose this game, then what? The Buccaneers are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe it is a Monday night game, isn't it? Is that the Monday night game? Sunday night game. Monday, it's a prime time game. All eyes are going to be on it. So if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose this game, they are going to have an excuse because of Hurricane Ian. Is it Ian? Ian. How is it Ian when it starts with an I? Ian. Whatever. Stupid. But if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose this game, then they will have every excuse in the book. Oh, we were displaced by the hurricane. Oh, we didn't want to move the Combaack because we needed a home game and yada, yada, yada. They're literally going to have every excuse in the book. And it's going to make the Kansas City Chiefs look a little bit bad, right? They're like, hey, well, why don't we just move it to like Tuesday? Why don't we just do this, and this? No. Play it on Sunday night or whatever it is. Is it Monday night game or Tuesday night? I don't remember. It's a primetime game. Play that primetime slot. Put eyes all on Tom Brady. Let him suffer. We are seeing the decline of Tom Brady as we know it. I know people say it all the time the last 5 years, whatever freak his name is, Max Kellerman, right? He says, oh, Tom Brady's hitting the cliff. He's there. His marriage is in shambles, allegedly. His wide receiver suspended or injured. They can't run the ball. The defense is mediocre at best, and he just lost to Aaron freaking Rodgers. And now they're practicing in Miami because of a hurricane. Every excuse is there in the book for Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks, Alpha Rob. He says Sunday night is the game. So if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose on Sunday, which they will have every excuse in the book. And I am going to hear it nonstop from Buck fans all freaking week. Oh, we had a practice in Miami, in sunny Miami. It was too hot for us. Oh, we had to travel 3 hours down south to practice. Shut up. No. Kansas City Chiefs have to practice outside in the cold. It's like 40 degrees in Kansas right now. Who wants to practice that crap? It's too cold. Stupid. Absolutely stupid in the end. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is, as I say in Germany. Speaking of Germany, are you guys excited for the London game? I know they're not the same country or whatever, but they're in the same time zone, aren't they? 9:30 East Coast time. That means it's 5:30 a.m. West Coast time when kickoff starts on Sunday. Are you guys excited for that game? I'm not. Sundays are the only day that I could sleep in past 4 a.m. And damn it, I got to wake up at 4 a.m. again to get the housework done so I can watch football at 9:30 so my wife isn't up my butt. Actually, I take that back. I'll be hungover as shit. I'm not even going to get to watch the game. Because we'll be driving from Chicago. Combs, you need to move up your wedding. Like, move to like a Thursday. So I can take off work all week. Anyways. Speaking of moving up. Kenny Golladay got moved up to the field on Monday night. Got to play a couple snaps. So far this season, he's up to 25 snaps of the season. 116 yards catching, and he's 29 years old. If you guys do not remember, Kenny Golladay signed a 4-year, $75 million deal this offseason. But my man had a huge drop in the fourth quarter on Monday night versus the Dallas Cowboys. Quite possibly could have won them the game if he would have caught the damn ball. Mr. Stonehands himself. He gets paid to catch the ball, and he dropped it. Flat out dropped it. Like I said, he signed a 4-year, $70 million deal and has only taken 22 snaps prior to Monday with 116 yards receiving. So, if Kenny Golladay has another huge drop like he did on Monday night, then what? Then, my man, you are never going to see the freaking field again. You get paid to catch a football. If it hits you square in your hands, pop, pop, and you drop it, your ass is sitting right next to me, getting me water as I'm screaming you, why are you not catching the ball? He is already not playing enough as is. He's bitching and moaning about complaining as is. Then you drop a ball that could possibly win you the game? How is your new head coach going to love you if you can't even catch a damn ball in crunch time? And then you're bitching and moaning that you're not getting on the field? Okay. You want to play? You're going to play somewhere else. You are going to play somewhere else. We're going to trade your ass, and I don't care if it's the cesspool of Cleveland or the cesspool of Houston, Texas. I don't care if we send you to Seattle, Washington to be a backup to Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. I don't care. You drop another freaking pass, you are riding, and not in the back of the bus, not in the back of the plane. You're riding the undercarriage below the luggage. Keep it up. So if Kenny Golladay drops another big pass like he did, he will no longer be a New York Giant. Hell, he may not even make it to the bus after the game if that happens again. That coaching staff is grungy, man. They take no shit. Drop another pass. See what happens. Just do it. Just test me one time. Test me one time and see what the F happens. That's what I'll be saying to him. Just do it. Do it and see what happens. Mac Jones. The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Brady's son, illegitimate son, got hurt the last drive of Sunday's game and now is reported to miss 3 to 4 weeks with his injury, per sources. With that being said, if Mac Jones truly does miss 3 to 4 weeks, then what? If Mac Jones misses 3 to 4 weeks, the New England Patriots are probably going to go 0-3 and 0-4 in that stretch. Brian Hoyer is a valuable backup to have as a mentor, as a guy to lead the locker room, as a guy to lead the meetings, but you don't want him on the field. Especially at Lambeau Field. Especially playing against the Detroit Lions. Especially traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. You might want him against the Bears on Monday night, but hey, those next 3 games, if Mac Jones cannot play, then the New England Patriots are 0-3. No question in my mind. Hell, even with Mac Jones in there, I'm not sure if they don't go 0-3. Right now, the Patriots are kind of looking a little off sync. Their defense just isn't there. Their offense seems to be a little bit misguided. It is hard to have defensive play callers and are now all of a sudden calling offense. Defensive-minded coaches all of a sudden playing offense. Now, a great defensive player or a great defensive coach normally does make a pretty good offensive coordinator, right? But it still takes time to develop as a play caller to, predict what was going to happen. Hey, if I do this, then we're going to do this, this, and this, or this, right? They're like the play sheet's this big, but on 2nd and 6, you only have these sad of plays, and they're still starting to learn that. Matt Patricia is still trying to learn how to really call a successful game. Now he's obviously getting better. Week 1, they scored 7 points. Week 2, they scored 14 points. It was a very good Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and then last week they scored 26 points. So law by average, they should be scoring 34 points next week, right? If the average keeps going up the way it is, boom, 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 actually be 37 points, right? Obviously, Packers defense is pretty good. Aaron Rodgers is pretty good. But it's a 4 o'clock game at Lambeau Field. Aaron freaking Rodgers has finally found his number 1 receiver, and I would question things a little bit. I would be a tad bit scared. So if Mac Jones misses 3 to 4 weeks, then the New England Patriots will go 0-3 or 0-4, depending on how many games that he misses. If he were to miss 5, 0-5. I legit do not see any game that they can win without Mac Jones at the helm with Brian Hoyer as a quarterback. Now, Bailey Zapp, you never know. You never know. This could be a Tom Brady 2.0. Brian Hoyer stinks it up. Pull him out after the first quarter. Put Bailey Zapp in there, the rookie quarterback. Hey, are we seeing Tom Brady 2.0? That's what happened with Drew Bledsoe. He got hurt and never got his job back. Rookie quarterback and Tom Brady comes in, leads them with. Did they lead to the Super Bowl that particular year? I can't remember. I think it was. I think they led it. I think they went to the playoffs. Drew Bledsoe came in the wild card game or the divisional game or whatever it was. He sucked it up. They threw Tom Brady back in there. Then bada bing, bada boom. The rest is history. We could see it, I guess. I mean, I definitely don't see a Super Bowl by the New England Patriots by any means whatsoever. The Patriots were a very, very good team. They're definitely building good things over there. But if Mac Jones misses multiple weeks, they're not going to win as currently constructed, especially with Brian Hoyer. Not going to happen. It's going to be a long year for the Pats. Yeah, so I do like how they did go toe-to-toe with the Ravens a little bit in week 3, but their schedule is not easy. Packers are good. Lions are much improved. The Browns are much improved. The Browns are a team that we thought was going to kind of be a 500 struggling team before Deshaun Watson came back, and they're kind of shocking us a little bit. The Bears are not as bad as people think they are. The defense is still good, but the offense is sucking, right? Then you have the Jets. Hell, they're 2-1. Big surprise. We'll see who they really are coming up here. The easiest game might be the Colts of the season. Then they play the Jets again. The Vikings, the top 5 team. The Buffalo, the best team in the NFL. The Cardinals, meh. The Raiders, meh. The Bengals, meh. Dolphins, they got 2 division games. Realistically, for the New England Patriots right here, I would count maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 wins more. So you're looking at a 5-11 record. That's with Mac Jones in there, and then he's going to be out for 3 or 4 games minimum. Shoot, you might be looking at a 4-win team. So let me ask this question in a very passive-aggressive way. Let's say the New England Patriots do only win 4 to 5, maybe 6 games tops this season. And, Mac Jones does miss those three games or something, and they're a top 10 pick going into the NFL draft. Is it time to move on from Bill Belichick? You know, he is like 70 years old. He has definitely had some very questionable draft picks the last couple of seasons. And there's a pretty good head coach out there that says, hey, I could come back if the situation presents me. That's Sean Payton. Hell, Mike McCarthy could be looking for a new job too. That would be a big shock there in New England. You go from Bill Belichick, run it down your throat, perfect X's and O's, to Mike McCarthy, like, hey, let's just throw it 100 times a game. But yeah, so this is a legit question. If the Patriots only get 5 wins this season, is Bill Belichick out? And when I say out, I mean kind of forced into retirement out. Not like, oh, it's been a good long run. It's time for me to walk off into the sunset. I'm talking like, hey, why the F are we not performing? Get your ass out of here. But hey, we're going to leave you with some dignity. You're going to retire. That's the question of the day. Patriots go 5 wins. Does Bill Belichick lose his job? Let me know in the comments. YouTube.com/ManHour. See my man Drew popping up. Says, howdy, Buck. Howdy, partner. Howdy, Drew. How have you been, my man? Haven't seen you in quite some time. ManHour's back on track, Drew, every Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. East Coast time. And I've been tinkering with the idea of a Friday show. So, should I do a Friday show? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments, Drew. Alpha Rob, whoever else is out there. I see Joey popping in and out on Facebook. Joey, come on over to YouTube, man. YouTube.com/ManHour. You know what the thing is, man. Should I do a Friday show? You know, I got football and whatnot, but hey, I can make it happen. Coach Buck is gnarly, man. Gnarly. Drew, you been sick? What kind of sick you been, Drew? Like the Rona sick or like the poopy sick? Because there's something going around here in Indiana where like everybody just got into poops, man. Like I'm talking like not just like the normal diarrhea, but I'm talking like the back of the bowl. You're gonna have to clean up after yourself type of poo. This is the type of poo that you want to go to McDonald's and like and handle, right? Like I gotta want this poop at my house. I want it in like McDonald's. Those are the type of poops that we've been having here. Head cold. It is that time of year. I mean, what, first day of fall was last Friday, right? So Thursday here in Kentucky, in Indiana area, it was like 95 or 96 on Thursday. The next Friday, boom, 55 and sunny. Perfect fall weather. How does that happen? They're like, oh, first day of fall, boom, give me some fall weather. Hell, tonight's supposed to be like 30 degrees, I think it is, or something. I might consider turning on the heater. Is it too early to turn on the heater? Let me ask you guys this question. We're kind of going off track because, you know, this is live, raw, and uncut sports talk. But this is just man talk now. This is the man hour. Is there a certain time of year when you say, hey, I cannot turn the heater on or the AC on because it's too early in the year? Like, I feel like summertime, like, I'm not turning on the AC till, like, middle of June. Like, June 15th, 16th, like, that is when, hey, we can turn on the AC. If it's April, May, is like 85, 90 degrees, suck it up. Suck it up. It's going to be cold during the night. Turn on a freaking fan. I kind of feel that way for the heater, too. Like, hey, like, probably Thanksgiving time. Not turning on the heater until Thanksgiving. Suck it up. Put on a blanket. Wear some slippers. I don't know. Something. Man, like, I feel back in Kansas, like, really, we only needed the heater like three months, you know, like December, January, February. It's all nice until about July. Then it's like, boom, better crank that AC up. It better not break. Better not break. Better not break. All right, guys, so that is the if and then statements of the night. I've been running a little short shows this week because, you know, we're prepping for the wedding. not my wedding. Combs is getting married on Saturday. And I got to go pick up the tux. I got to go do this, and this. I got to get the oil change in the car because we're driving to Chicago. It's like a 5-hour trip, right? All the good stuff. So we'll be back tomorrow with my man, Tori. Mr. Tori Anderson himself at ManHour_Tori. If you're not following him on Twitter, you should be. Or Fantasy Football Discussion Group. The link is in the description, guys. Check it out. Join us. It is good times. Play some music there. Get the people going. We'll see you tomorrow. 8 p.m. East Coast time. I'll be sweaty, fresh out of practice, because Wednesdays are late practices. See you guys then. Tua got rocked on Sunday. There's no question about it. This man was stumbling back to the huddle, couldn't even stand on his own 2 feet. And then just a quarter later, he's back on the field and not even in concussion protocol. This is a complete asinine move by the Miami Dolphins. They should get punished for this. This is absolutely crazy. There's no question in my mind that Tua got a concussion. No question about it.